Other news out of the NFL Combine, Quinn Ewers reportedly met with the Pittsburgh Steelers, according to ML Football. Look, I don't know. I didn't write it, okay? I tried to confirm it. I'm just going to sit here and say, I don't know if you should trust ML Football. I have no idea who ML Football is or what they do or who their people are, but they say that the Pittsburgh Steelers have reportedly met with Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers. I'm kind of okay with it. I have no issue with the Steelers searching for mid-round quarterbacks. Do I think Quinn Ewers is a name that I'm impressed with? No, I am not impressed with Quinn Ewers at all. I think he's accurate in very short yardage game. I think he's a good leader, obviously, but I don't think he holds the ground that guys like Will Howard does. Honestly, McCord, I'm a big fan of McCord. And if you keep going down the line, I mean, there are valuable quarterbacks that I think meet their grade or meet their draft level much more than the earlier round quarterbacks. And I've said that continuously throughout this process. To me, Ewers is a name that flashes. You know what I mean? Like he holds a name. He is a name. You could toss Will Howard out there. It holds much less significance to a larger crowd than Quinn Ewers does. And I'm okay with the Steelers searching for a quality backup, which is what I believe Quinn Ewers could be. Look at if he turns into Colt McCoy for his entire career, that's a great addition to your quarterback room because that guy could last forever and be a very sound backup the entire time he's here. But I don't know if I'm super sold on him actually being a guy the Pittsburgh Steelers are very in on. I still think it's Will Johnson. I still think it's Tyler Shaw. I don't think it's McCord. Who's the Missouri running back or the Missouri quarterback? He's the name that's slipping my head here. He would be on the list as well. But tomorrow's a big day, and they're going to reveal all of the quarterbacks that they're looking at. I would imagine Ewers confirms that they did meet with him, and there will be more. So the beginning is here. The Steelers are looking at quarterbacks. They're looking at mid-round quarterbacks. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's a great thing because that means all the breath that we wasted talking about Jalen Milroe earlier in the offseason was just
right now he's a mid-round quarterback. Okay.
As long as he is.
He's a mid-round quarterback.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say, as long as he is. But no, with Quinn Ewers, it makes a lot of sense for what Mike Tomlin looks for when he's checking boxes off. Can this person win a lot? Can this person, have a lot of experience? Yeah. Quinn Ewers checks both of those boxes. Now, has Ewers been blessed to have one, Sark as his offensive coordinator / head coach? Yes. 100%. Has he been blessed to have 2 first-round caliber wide receivers in both years that he started there? Yeah, you look at last year, he had A.D. Mitchell, he had Xavier Worthy. Yes, that's going to help things a lot. This year, you look at what he had with Matthew Golden, you look at what he had, I can't think of the other guy's name, but the other receiver from Texas that's in the draft this year, but he had talented receivers that are going to go in the first 2 rounds once again. So does that help? Yes. Are you going to get that in Pittsburgh? Not as of right now, but no. Are you going to take a chance on a guy to be a backup quarterback or be a project quarterback? Sure, maybe in the 4th round, though. That's my thing. I think you got to get through the first 3 rounds like you did last year. You got through the first 3 rounds. You had 4 picks. And then in the 4th round, what did you take? You took Mason McCormick, which was a project in an area that wasn't an immediate need, but maybe down the line would become a need. If you do that with Quinn Ewers, I think it makes some sense.
Yeah, I agree. I really agree. I was actually very much so okay with this report when it came out this morning. Like people lost their mind. I had 30 people tweet at me being like, dude, did you see in this? I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm kind of okay with it. I'm kind of okay with the situation. Like I would be not okay if the report came out that the Steelers met with Shedeur Sanders. Why are you wasting your time? What are you doing? But a mid-round feasible backup quarterback to what is most likely going to be Justin Fields feels like an okay move. And Ewers, in my opinion, like fits that mold. He's a little bit athletic. He's pretty accurate in the short game. He's got to improve his timing, but I think he's okay there. And he's a good leader. He's a quality professional. Like that's all you're looking for. He dealt with the situation where he had another quarterback that was chasing him, breathing down his neck the entire time. The biggest name in college football, and he handled that perfectly. I think that's a great name to have in your quarterback room. I don't know. Again, I don't feel that he is the guy right now. I still think, depending on what Will Howard does over the next 48 hours, is the name that I'm watching for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, he's just the guy that makes the most sense to me. He comes in here with starter upside, a third round pick, maybe a second. And if he's a second, you're not getting him. But if he's a third round pick, I could think about it, where he just has the best possible outcome, but is a quality backup right from the jump. Least amount of question marks. But if we are looking at, flashy, good names, there could get worse. We've gone through drafts in the past where Spencer Rattler, no. That's just to put a hard stamp no on those names. Quinn Ewers isn't that guy. Quinn Ewers knows exactly what he could be, where he should be. We're not talking about him as like a first round pick. We're talking about him as a third, fourth round pick that fits the mold of what the Steelers are looking for. I'm okay with it.